Oh, you actually got the title right. Oh, that's
Hey, welcome back to Worst Men Play. We're doing Road Rash still on accident.
Road Rash, you're watching me.
We have to. Everybody work real quick. Nick, throw up the timer. How much
Look
time?
how wobbly he is.
Let's throw up the timer. How much time does Keith have until he has to sleep in Willie's bed?
Who gives a fuck o'clock?
Right now, he's got 20 minutes.
I can make it in 10.
I'm mentally visualizing that Keith is currently sitting in Willie's bed holding the controller.
Well, no, that's not true because you'd hear Willie going every 2 seconds if that was the case.
That's an appropriate sound to make during a recording session.
Well, sure, but Willie's not present, so
that's the sound the audience is making every time we try to be funny.
Every time they hear the words, welcome back to Worst Men Play, or
anything
Click
else.
on it.
I don't know what to say.
They probably saw those skulls and thought it was going to be about like the catacombs of Gay Paris or something.
I would ask though, like, why the fuck is there so many fucking Sega games represented on this stupid show?
Well, that should be self-explanatory.
I have to blame Keith.
Well, the skulls hint at it. We are the Sedlec Ossuary of Let's Plays.
I thought you were going to talk about that clown mass grave again. No, that's more like Kyle is the that.
Wait, why am I the clown mass grave?
It's the showman's rest of Let's Players.
Each clown represents a joke that you murdered.
No.
You murdered so many jokes.
I thought I was the ossuary that was in the Kutnaora ossuary in Czech Republic, where it's just the fucking place that's made of nothing but skulls and bones. That Nick
Yeah, that's
brought
what
up
I'm saying. The
in a couple
Sedlec Ossuary with the chandeliers of skulls. It's somehow metaphor for video games and us. Don't make me dive too deep into that one.
I've
Don't
actually
make
been
me
there.
talk about video games.
It's a purely aesthetic metaphor.
Yeah, I've actually been there. It's pretty fucking rad. And they knew
I'm
exactly
sure.
what I was there for. What?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
There's no way it can't be. If you have
Oh,
a,
he stole his
if you have a
club.
chair
Bam!
made out of femurs.
Check this out.
My favorite thing about it is that you go in there and like they give you a little piece of paper that's in like whatever language you speak, and like it says, here's some frequently
English.
asked questions.
Kyle, it's called English.
Yes, we speak English, but like whatever language you speak, I don't know what you speak. You as the viewer, it says here's some questions that are frequently asked, and then it says, where did all these bones come from? And the answer is, we don't know. It's just
The answer is just people.
they seem to have always
Around.
been. They seem to have always been here, as far as we know. So yeah, these people were probably either murdered or fucking mass grave looted. Who knows? So you're looking at. Just slave graves.
there's also such a thing as an egg registry,
An egg registry.
where
okay.
I guess it's a thing in Britain where
Yeah.
like the board of clowns or whatever they have will draw your face on an egg, and that's like your name in the files basically.
Okay.
And when you die, they take your egg and smash it with a hammer.
Yeah.
What?
I had a whole thing about that with Harold actually, where like he was inexplicably going to find his face on an egg, and like he would look out the window one day to see a clown just like pointing at him and then pointing at the egg and then smashing it between his hands, and we'd never find out what that was all about.
I do like that a lot of like not just us, but like a lot of TV shows that are smartly written do have shit
In
like
stark
that.
contrast to us.
Well, they do have shit like that where it's just like a weird real thing like is referenced that just unless you happen to know about what they're talking about, you'll just be forever puzzled. Like if I could see exactly what you just said. I'm like if Harold somehow got his own TV show,
Yeah.
being crushed as an egg, I would just think that was a weird, funny thing forever.
Yeah.
And then somebody
It's
go,
one of those deals where, 1 in 20 households has somebody in their viewing who like gets it and has to explain it to the
yeah.
room.
They go, oh yeah, I'll remember
Like,
that.
oh no, that's a real thing. Clowns have to do that for ceremonial purposes
Oh, yeah.
usually, not quite in a threatening manner.
I'll remember when my father died, and they had to go to the Congress or whatever we call it here, and he had to crush it with his hand. That his face egg.
Well, now I'm not aware that the face egg is kept in the Parliament building, but yes, it's presumably in a very regal chamber. Oh my God, I can't believe I survived all that rigmarole.
I do like that you mentioned the board of clowns, and then and now this whole headcanon that it's a very solemn chamber.
Maybe it's just the Parliament. Am I right,
prestigious and
folks?
businesslike. Very prestigious and businesslike, but it's for clowns to store eggs with each other's faces.
Hold on a second. I thought that Keith was saying board of clowns is like a replacement for, like, a lack of a better term for Parliament or whatever. Did you actually mean that clowns will do this, Keith?
What are you doing?
Like,
What's happening?
I thought that, like,
Are
this
you
was,
adding to the mass grave?
No, I'm just asking, like, for more clarifications. I thought that this was a real thing that, like, just the British government did.
It's not the government. It's a clown government. It's like a parallel sort of. It's like the Guild of
Who do they represent? What kind of government is this?
Clowns.
Guild of clowns.
Literally clowns. It's a clown guild. That part's not the joke, although it sounds very funny.
Yes. I thought this was a real thing for a second.
It
there,
is.
You just said
you
clowns.
son of a fuck.
What? But why clowns?
God damn it! Why does anyone organize?
That's what they do.
For the same fucking reasons anyone organizes.
I don't know why you're having such a hard time.
Because it's
just
Keith we're
accepting this
talking
at
about,
face
and he
value.
talks in riddles constantly.
Because you drink too much. All right.
Keith
I will
never
say,
says anything he
I've-
really means.
I can't finish until I have enough money for the better bike. So I'm just going to rack up more money.
I just want to say that I'm not a man who used Twitter very much. Rarely ever posted on there, but one of my most favorited or liked or however they were, the one that got the most attention was I tweeted, "Look, guys, I know this is clown college, but I need you all to shut the fuck up and be serious for a second."
Oh yeah,
That's pretty good.
I remember one of my only funny jokes. I'm not sure if it ever got liked or anything, but the only funny thing I ever wrote on there was, "It's good." And what's this? Oh, the quarterback has unhinged his jaw and is swallowing the ball like a snake. A dark day for football.
The only thing I've ever gotten any kind of response to was after I had Kevin draw that King of the Hill, Kingdom Hearts crossover.
Yeah, Dire Bill.
Yeah, I got a lot of. I said, "Hey Disney,
Got a lot of flack for that shit.
Now, no flack. It was. I said, "Hey Disney, ever since you bought
should've.
Fox, when are you doing this crossover?" And everybody seemed to be on board. They're like, "Yeah." Where's Dire Bill?
You
And,
sons of bitches, make it happen!
yeah.
The only appropriate response is
Do it,
why.
you fucking cowards!
The that was actually the fun thing about Twitter back in the old days, was just trying to say something with as few characters. It made you think, made you economize your wordiness, you know?
Oh shit, you got some George Bush words going on there.
Now it's just a bunch of fucking hashtags. Now it's a bunch of people getting pissed off that the comic they want to fuck isn't being printed anymore or whatever. No.
I think all the things that you're describing were always the case.
They're
Yeah.
just more prominent now, I guess, yeah.
That's all that Keith sees anymore.
Keith, I'm really annoyed that you're not doing as poorly as you normally do in this game.
Last time you watched me, I was on
Or
level
in any
4.
game. I mean, you seem competent this time, and I don't know how to feel about
Isn't
it.
it unusual to see a competently handled racing game on one of our programs?
Keith seems happy. Hey, hold on. I handled that heart attack race really well.
Oh, yeah, I remember what you're talking about. I was like, well, I didn't go to Vegas recently.
He's not talking about when you and an old cohort of ours would eat Burger King every day for lunch, because if one of you had a heart attack, you wouldn't have to go to class anymore.
I remember that.
Not that
wasn't-
kind of heart attack
That
race.
wasn't a race, guys. No one had to get there first.
Oh,
That
was close.
That was partially a lot. God damn.
Did you actually piss your pants there?
Are you talking about when I almost hit the car, or when we decided to start heart attacking ourselves?
oh man.
Oh, I mean, I laughed so hard I almost pissed my pants, but when you told me about it, but no, I was actually for once talking about the game.
It cured my priapism, I'll tell you that.
Oh
That's good.
shit. Well, join
Well, I
us.
guess we can see where this leads next time on Worst Men Play.
Indeed.